The transfer window has just opened and the club are set to be very busy this summer. However, over the last few days there hasn't been much updates with regards to potential incomings. In today's video though, we will discuss why Liverpool are facing a £368 million blow, whilst also going over all the latest Liverpool news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to cover in today's video. And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys. Before we do get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Saturday morning has brought the news that Liverpool fans enjoyed, with the news that commentator Martin Tyler is leaving Sky Sports. Tyler, who has become very synonymous with showing very little enthusiasm when Liverpool score, even in big moments, and in big games, is stepping down after 33 years in the role. The 77-year-old also fell foul of Liverpool fans last year when he made comments linking the Hillsborough disaster to hooliganism, saying Hillsborough and other hooligan-related incidents in a radio interview. He later apologised, saying there are two separate issues. There is no connection at all between the Hillsborough disaster and hooliganism. I know that, and I am not implying that there was. I apologise sincerely and wholeheartedly for any misunderstanding. More recently, his dour reaction to Liverpool goals is what has become known for, with a brilliant comedian Andy Cantwell regularly mocking Tyler's commentary online. In all honesty, Tyler, or more specifically Tyler's voice, has been a staple for football fans in England throughout the last 3 decades, but he has stayed in the role for too long and ultimately became out of touch with supporters. Tyler, who has commentated on some of the biggest moments in the Premier League history, previously detailed the original 4-3 filler between Liverpool and Newcastle as his greatest Premier League game. Tyler isn't the only person leaving Sky Sports, with it reported that half of their football reporters have been axed, one of them being pitchside reporter Jeff Shreves. Shreves has often had tense interviews with Jurgen Klopp's post-match, including in July 2020 and February 2021. Just a quick one guys before we get back in the video, we're currently doing £5 off of all our Liverpool t-shirts, and we have got brand new designs on the website, so do browse the collection by going to copyclothing.com or going down into the link in the description. Anyway, let's get back into today's video. Liverpool may have to slash their £368 million wage bill if the Premier League introduces their latest plans for a spending cap. As reported by The Times, Premier League clubs are considering introducing a spending cap that would limit a club's wage bill to how much television money is paid to the lowest placed team. The proposal would restrict wage bills to figure proportionate to the Premier League broadcast money, although the exact ratio is yet to be finalised. It is one of a number of plans that the Premier League is considering introducing to limit the financial muscle of its biggest clubs. In 2021-2022, Premier League figures show that 20th placed Norwich pocketed £100 million for finishing at the foot of the table. We understand that all 3 relegated sides in 2022-2023 also broke the £100 million mark in terms of broadcast earnings. While it is still unclear how much the new cap would limit wage bills, it could spell trouble for Liverpool, who have seen their wage payments rise significantly in recent seasons. After Premier League and Champions League success in recent years, Liverpool's wage bill has risen as high as £368 million as of 2021-2022. At the time, Liverpool ranked second in wage bill behind only Manchester United, although Manchester City's treble success this season is likely to be caused by a spike in their wage bill. Should a cap be introduced in the Premier League, Liverpool and other members of the Big Six may be forced to lower their wage bill. An increase in Premier League broadcast payments would proportionately increase the wage cap, but TV payments have plateaued in recent years. It is understood that the Premier League would introduce such a spending cap alongside UEFA's new financial sustainability regulations, which are set to cap club spending to a percentage of revenue. There's a new name on the list of midfielders being linked with Liverpool, with Boca Juniors' Alan Varela said to be scouted by the Reds. Varela is a 21-year-old Argentine defensive midfielder, a key player for Boca in his 4th season as a professional. A Boca website reports that Liverpool had scouts in attendance to watch Varela in their recent match at La Bombonera against Tigre. Liverpool also said to have scouted Varela back in March, with the club interesting 5 clubs including Barcelona and Newcastle. It's claimed that Varela has a release clause of $15 million, which of course is £11.7 million. What makes the links to Varela interesting is that supporters have pointed to the South American market as an area the Reds should be doing business, with one example being Alexis McAllister. Brighton paid Argentinos Juniors £6.9 million in 2019 before sending him on loan to Boca Juniors for a season. The Seagulls also signed Moses Caicedo from Ecuador's Independiente Varela for just £5 million. Manchester City's capturer Julian Alvarez, as another example, signed for £14.1 million. Capturing a player like Varela for what is a relatively low fee, then loaning him back to Boca to develop for another season, could well prove a relatively low risk, high potential return. One of the reasons the South American market is now one of the English clubs can explore more is the change made to the work permit rules. In 2021, we explained for a club like Liverpool, it could open a new source of talent in South America, as long as the players they identify are good enough to take up one of those valuable squad places. McAllister recently likened Liverpool to Boca in an interview while back on international duty with Argentina. While Varela seems more like a signing for the future, especially as Boca seasons run in line with the calendar year, so could at the earliest be a January arrival, Liverpool's main area of focus is midfielders for this summer. The shortlist for that continues to look like Thuram, Manu Kone, Gabri Veiga, Ryan Gravenberch and Romeo Lavia. All of those players are now currently away on international duty, so don't expect any new signing to be confirmed imminently. Liverpool's players return to pre-season training on July 8th. Gareth Southgate praised Trent AlexanderArnold for buying into England's midfield experiment and showing that he was capable of being comfortable in a win away to Malta. The 24-year-old may be an established star at Liverpool, but he is often flattered and deceived with the national team with intense competition at right-back restricting opportunities. Alexander-Arnold struggled in a midfield against Andorra when Southgate tried him there in September 2021, but things worked far better in Malta as he won just his 19th cap on Friday evening. The England star had a hand in all three of the first half goals, including curling home superbly either side of Fernandinho, Apat's own goal, and Harry Kane's penalty. Substitute Callum Wilson completed a 4-0 win with a spot kick of his own, but this was Alexander-Arnold's night as Southgate's side continued their winning start to Euro 2024 qualification. The England boss said, "Inevitably, a lot of what happens is going to be a little bit dependent on his club. The fact that he's been playing partly there with the ball, albeit a bit deeper, I think he helped with his transition tonight. What was pleasing tonight, he's getting used to receiving in tight areas with his back to goal with players behind him. Whereas he used to receiving on the touchline with the play in front of him, and he has been very comfortable with doing that. Look, I've got no questions in my head that he can do it. It's just learning some nuances of the role. Without the ball especially very different for him. But he's very keen to do it. He's enjoyed that sort of project, if you like. We talked about it about 4 weeks ago on the phone, and I think he's been excited by it, and yeah, he showed exactly what we think he can be capable of. He gives us something different to our other midfield players. This was a far more simple night though for England compared to their last trip to Malta, when a drab goalless first half against the limited hosts saw the travelling support turn on the team. England now turn their attention to Monday's home game against North Macedonia after preventing Malta, ranked 172nd in the world, from having a shot in their box, never mind an attempt on goal. Liverpool fans, what do you make of the proposed wage gap, and would you be for or against it in the Premier League? Let me know down there in the comment section below. That brings us to the end of today's video. As always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Remember, we do have Liverpool t-shirts available on our website, so please do browse the collection by going down into the link in the description or go to copyclothing.com. Thank you, and I'll see you all next time. Take care. Peace.